The 2024-2025 NBA season is finally here for the Golden State Warriors. And if they're to make any noise in this year's Western Conference playoffs, Jonathan Kuminga is going to be the key. From now on, we're going to go over weekly, monthly, how Kuminga is going to rise into hopefully an all-star player this year. And we'll be calling this segment Kuminga's Corner. Look at these plays just in the preseason already that showcase his improvement already. Right here, he's from at the three-point line. You see here, essentially, everyone's going to give him that shot right now. He hasn't been a great shooter from three-point land, although he did end up shooting 40% last year towards the end of the season. He still just isn't that big of a threat from three-point land. He fakes and kind of jab steps to the right, though, and is able to go around the defender left. And he has this awesome kind of pickup shot. He ends up missing it, but a great kind of fadeaway shot that is basically unblockable, which is why we love Kuminga so much, that kind of mid-range ability. Here, something the Warriors have clearly prioritized this season specifically is their transition offense. Last year, they were one of the worst teams in transition, and it honestly looked the part. They don't really have a good slasher and driver besides Kuminga. And Andrew Wiggins was very disappointing last season, and he wasn't able to do the job that, we'd want to see. Obviously, Andrew Wiggins, though, isn't playing this preseason, but Kuminga is able to essentially collapse the defense. You see four players basically already that he's soaking up, and he's able to still get through all of them by protecting the ball with both hands and rise and finish. And this is going to be important for Kuminga throughout this season. This next play right here, you see James Harden and Ivica Zubac are trying to do this kind of pick and pop type combo, and Steph Curry is able to get the ball once again on transition. And Steph Curry knows that, hey, we were bad in transition. Let's try to get some transition offense. It's a 3v2. You see, we have Steph and we have Kuminga already back. Trayce Jackson-Davis here does a nice play. Basically looks like he's about to go for the dunk. Has the man jumping, and Kuminga's able to finish that. That type of connection is something we just didn't see last year, especially in the preseason. And it feels like the Warriors this year in the preseason are really going after it. And this next play right here, we see once again Steph kind of thread the pass into TJD. And Harden basically sinks into the paint to make sure that TJD can't just finish over him. It looks like he's trying to charge the charge here. And TJD nicely kind of puts it a little bit out of Kuminga's shooting pocket, but is able to thread it over to Kuminga. And Kuminga basically fakes the three. I'd honestly like him to take the three-point shot there, though. But he ends up not taking it and kind of gets up for a contested three. He ends up missing it. And I think that's something we'll see evolve kind of over the season. Kuminga will take that shot and finally make it, which will be a key to him improving this season, I think, is getting that catch-and-shoot three-pointers. In this next play, Draymond Green gives it to Kuminga once again by the three-point line, being guarded by James Harden. And Kuminga's now going to confidently step through, take the shot. And this time, he's actually almost going to make it, just bounces out. But that's the types of shots that we're going to need Kuminga to make this season if he's going to evolve into that next generation all-star for the Warriors. Another play right here, we have Steph Curry kind of obviously doing his thing from the top of the key, kind of loses the ball a little bit, but Gary Payton's able to get it. And we see he already kind of has the defense broken down right here, Gary Payton does, but he does a nice job threading the pass into Kuminga. And that cut to the baseline is something I think we're going to see a lot this season when defenders are napping. And if Kuminga develops that three-point shot, that's something that will become even more effective. Again, right here, we have a play by Kuminga, and he's basically going one-on-one, kind of in semi-transition, but he's essentially 4v1 here. Nobody on the offensive end for the Warriors, Moody and Trayce Jackson-Davis, aren't in great position to really punish them being in transition and them not being set up for defense on the Clippers. So Kuminga is still able, though, to finish almost, but he's also able to still rebound. One of the things that was kind of concerning last season, and we'll definitely highlight throughout this series on Kuminga's Corner, is he wasn't the best rebounder despite his ability to jump super high and being really athletic and have super long arms. He wasn't very great on the offensive glass compared to other players like Moses Moody and Trayce Jackson-Davis. Obviously, you'd expect TJD to be a little bit better, but Kuminga right here is able to not only take the shot, get the offensive rebound, and thread it back to Brandon Pajemski, who's able to kind of run a play on the second side. Right here, we have Kuminga initiating the ball. And I think this is going to be key to the Warriors' success in the future. His initiation of the ball and bringing the ball up as the point guard for the team is definitely, I think, going to be key, specifically in the second unit minutes. So he's able to initiate the offense here early in the shot clock, and he basically just breaks someone down off the dribble. We don't have a player that's really going to do that. Obviously, he missed the shot there, but you have to remember this is preseason once again. It's really the ideas that count here specifically for Kuminga. And that was a great idea. Breaking someone off the dribble and finishing is definitely going to be something that we need from Kuminga. And he's honestly probably going to get one of the best wing defenders from the opponent on most nights. So developing that one-on-one ability is going to be super important for him as he evolves. Here we see in the Sacramento game, he takes a little bit of a different approach. He's going to back down the smaller player and kind of put that basically fadeaway jumper, which was just awesome to see. And I think something he could definitely add to his bag as we need somebody to basically take the scoring load off of Steph Curry. Now here we have Steph and Kuminga once again playing together. And you see right here, already the adjustment. I showed you the first clip. He took the three after a couple jab steps and everything of that nature. The second three just took straight up. This three, he just takes and he has no hesitation and goes for it. And I like that. I think those types of threes for Kuminga are going to prove very vital to his development as a player and definitely going to space the Warriors offense right here. Right here you see that they did a nice pick and roll and Looney was able to basically get Kuminga open for the wide open jumper from mid-range. I feel like Kuminga is going to make that most of the time. We obviously want to judge the ideas here and not necessarily the shots. Right here we have Kuminga simply in transition and he's able to easily finish, just kind of showcasing some of his speed right here in transition, which is definitely going to be important this season. Right here we have another offensive play, and Kuminga's going to kind of be in the corner until he's able to, kind of drive it into the paint, and he ends up missing that shot, but it was right at the end of the shot clock, so not much you can do there. Once again, we have Kuminga on the right side of the screen, and Steph Curry's basically trapped here. We have 4 players in the paint for the Sacramento Kings. Gary Payton does a nice job getting it out to Kuminga, and I feel like normally Kuminga might be hesitant to shoot this three. Normally he'd probably try to drive, but I like that decision by Kuminga. He was wide open. That's the shot he has to make if he's going to be a future Warriors All-Star, which is what I really want to see this season. Not even future, I guess, this season. Right here we have the Steph Curry, beautiful pass to Draymond Green, honestly. I can't wait to watch more of this during the regular season. Kuminga cuts up from the corner to the wing, and I think this is also going to be another key part. And look, Kuminga takes another three, and this time he drains it. I think making defenders respect him from three is going to be key to him evolving specifically this season. Another great play from Kuminga, going from the top of the key to now the corner and the wing, and able to kind of shoot a three. Obviously he misses here, but the fact that he's taking those means that he's definitely confident in shooting the three-point shot, and it's going to be something we're going to have to watch out for this season. Kuminga once again is going to kind of lift from the corner and take the wing three. I think this is a very big emphasis from Steve Kerr this season, specifically taking those wing threes. So overall in the preseason, what have we been seeing from Kuminga? We've been seeing him break defenders off one-on-one. Basically, he's one of the Warriors without Wiggins, only shot creator just by himself, backing someone down and able to shoot it. And second, we're seeing him go from the corners to the wing, from the top of the key to the wing position to shoot threes. And I think that's going to be a huge emphasis for him throughout the season and something I'm definitely going to watch in the upcoming games. If you guys like this content, if you like Kuminga's Corner, please comment below what you think about Jonathan Kuminga and think about his status during this preseason. Thank you guys for watching.